Nowadays, it's a lot different. Like when I first started tattooing, it was like, he's got to be a criminal. You know what I mean? He's got to do something, sell drugs on the side or something, right? You know what I mean?
Back then, people obviously all thought that people with tattoos were all criminals or, up to no good or, whatever the case may be, but that's also what drew me to it, that alternative lifestyle.
17 years ago, man, 18, 19-year-old kid driving around in a nice car and has tattoos all over him. Yeah, he's a drug dealer, thug, something like that. But no way he's driving that car drawing on people for a living.
I just figured I wasn't going to be able to stick with anything other than art. And I was already into the idea of getting tattooed and everything. So, it just seemed like kind of like a clear path.
I got into tattooing really on an accident. Gavin, who's here with me, has been my best friend since we were like 11. He started tattooing when we were still in high school. I went to college for a year. Did that whole thing, came home. He ended up needing a job. My uncle owns a tattoo shop. We went up there and my uncle hired him on the spot and hired me as a shop boy. And it all kind of just went from there.
Yeah, we started it together. We'd always talk about what our ideal shop would be if we were to work somewhere.
You don't get an opportunity to spend that kind of time with somebody. But to be with someone for all phases of your life, at that point, you're not even friends anymore. Like, that's my family.
Kind of just struggled till it happened. We're I still, not here, I wish I did have it here, but I still have, cigarette cellophane bag filled with change that we're using to buy 7-Eleven pizzas and, some big gulps on the daily. That was the way, yeah. Oh yeah, and we were sharing packs of cigarettes instead of buying our own packs and it's kind of, Justin and I have been through a lot of different situations like that.
People are getting tattooed, they're getting tattooed because they're going through something.
I was with her the night before. I talked to her that morning, and then the next thing I know, at 8 o'clock, my dad and I are like, hey, none of us can get a hold of Mom. He left to go look for her. I left the other way to go look for her. And by the time I got to her work, I got a call that she was in the hospital. So doing this helps me remember that she is always with me, regardless if she's physically here or not. April 17th will be 3 years from her accident. This whole arm is all dedicated to my mom.
He had a baby that was stillborn. I did his footprint. And it was extremely tiny, and it wasn't the biggest tattoo I've ever done. But as far as one that hit me the hardest, it was probably that one.
It's almost like walking around with memories of your life every day as a reminder, right? So at this point in my life, this is what I wanted on my body forever. You know what I mean? So it's more of a timeline as far as that goes than just a okay, I just got a dumb tattoo, right? You know what I mean? You can rip up a canvas, you can throw that canvas away, you can start a new drawing, you can start a new digital design. You can't start a new tattoo.
I have a way to make a living for me and my family and provide for them doing art, which is not the easiest thing to do in a very commercial world,
It was an art form that wasn't accepted in its own realm, and now is more popular than any other art form in the world.